Welcome to the Regina Queen Show. We hope you all are having a beautiful day. Life is beautiful. Life is what we make of it.
Yes.
Here with me, I have LaChandra Moore, founder and CEO of One More Kiss, advocate against fentanyl, the deadly drug. LaChandra Moore lost her children due to fentanyl, a deadly drug. And she is here to share her story of what happened to her children and to encourage those of you who are encountering a drug abuse and those of you who would like to go out and party and just, anything that your life endeavors to be aware of this deadly drug. Thank you, LaChandra Moore, for being here with me again on the Regina Queen Show. We are back to raise awareness against this deadly drug. Also, we would like to encourage you all to check your kids' Halloween baskets. It's very, very important because this drug is being laced everywhere.
Yes.
Yes. How are you doing tonight, LaChandra Moore?
I'm doing fine, Miss Regina. How are you? And thank you for having me again.
Okay,
I'm
yes.
in a much better space mentally this time.
To God be the glory.
Amen.
Amen. Actually, I am too this time.
Good.
And this is very important, for us to be here because there are so many, people, mothers, parents, who have loved ones, that have been poisoned by this deadly drug, fentanyl. So it's very important to have this topic. And
Very.
yes, and if you like, will you please share what happened to your children?
Okay. Good evening, everybody. How are you? So in 2021, I had to bury two of my adult children. They were ages 23 and 34. I buried them 4 months apart due to fentanyl poisoning. I didn't know. I didn't know nothing about that drug. It took me by surprise. Now I found out my daughter had been popping pills. My son was in prison. I found out my daughter had been popping pills, and she had gotten addicted to the pills.
Mhm.
And so once you get addicted to pills, even if you started out buying real pills, the scripts run out. And so you go to the streets and get it. Everything in the streets, everything is deadly. Everything is being laced. There is nothing safe buying drugs off the streets. I don't care if you know that person. People people will sell to their sister. Okay? This how bad it is, and it's highly addictive. Now my son was in prison, and 4 months later I got a call. I was headed to work that my son was found in his cell unresponsive. And so I just couldn't believe that it was happening again. So after I had to bury my children, um, I was lost. And I'm still lost, but I'm in a better headspace now. And
Mhm.
I give all praises to God for helping me, like just wrapping his arms around me and taking care of me. Because I didn't know who what where I didn't know. I
Mhm.
was like just a basket case. And I'm saying this about myself. Anxiety bad, everything. I was scared to answer my phone because I felt like something was gonna happen to one of my other children. So that was in 2021. Later on that year, at the end of the year, because she died in April and my son passed in August. So by the time December came. I created a t-shirt brand. Um, and I named it One More Kiss. Now, God gave me this vision, y'all, because I didn't understand it myself. And my vision was to do a brand for anybody that has lost a loved one. That's how it started. And my definition is, when we lose someone we love, we must learn not to live without them, but to live with the love they left behind. And so I went and got on social media and I started talking about my children. I got on TikTok to promote I actually got on there to promote my t-shirt brand. Okay,
Mm.
so I posted a picture of me. I was standing in between my children's graves and people wanted to know, what happened. The video went viral, so I started talking about what happened. And that's how I got into raising awareness about fentanyl. I did not know that this was my path. I know I didn't know. Ain't no way I would have got on social media talking about my business because I've always been a private person. But when I had to
Right.
bury my children, I was willing to do anything to get anybody to listen. Because just like I'm going through this, somebody else is too. And if I could just prevent one person from dying from this dangerous drug, that does my heart good. And it's irritating sometimes because people, they act like they don't want to listen. But that was 2 years ago when I felt like that. But I know now today that people are listening. A lot of people don't want to talk about it and let me know that they're listening, but it's some people reach out to me. But I tell you what, they listening because people are dying constantly from this drug, and you can't trust anybody. And I want to raise awareness. I want to help educate people. I want to pass out Narcan. And so I don't care anymore that people don't listen because I know they're listening. They just don't tell me that. And you know what else, Regina? A lot of
Mm.
people are using fentanyl.
Mm.
Even people that I know that are ashamed to even come around or talk to me that I've known for years. People are using it. So it's okay. I had to get that understood. One of my friends had to help me with that because she was like, it ain't people, it ain't that people don't want to support you. People out here getting high. They're ashamed of it. Their families are ashamed of it. People die every day. They gonna say it's something else. A heart attack, anything. Anything but what really happened. And you know what, Regina? That's their
Yes.
business. I ain't no investigator. I ain't trying to pry and find out why somebody died. If they want to share it with me that they died from fentanyl,
Sure.
that's fine. I respect people, but I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep talking
Exactly.
about it and
Exactly.
raising awareness and trying to help
Exactly.
educate people and passing out Narcan.
Right. And I do see that you how you raise awareness on TikTok, and you have spoken to people like viewers that you have on TikTok. You have a lot of followers and viewers there with you on TikTok, and you have some people who you have to, put in line because their views and ideology of what happened to, your children, and it can discourage you from raising awareness and making you feel like, you know, is this worth it? It can make you give up,
Yeah,
hope.
I'm
And
past it.
what I like about you is that when you get feedback, negative feedback, as you share your children's story and raise awareness to help prevent this from happening to others, to save a life, I would really strongly admire that about you, how you chose not to give up hope and to keep walking and living your purpose.
I got
Because
you.
this is happening. It's happening in our world. It's happening with people. It's happening, we have people have family members who are addicted to drugs. Um, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers. We have people have loved ones that are addicted to drugs. Some are afraid to talk about it
Yeah.
and ashamed because they feel that it could be an embarrassment.
Hmm.
Um, and it shut you down. You don't want to talk about it, and it is a part of healing when you do talk about it. It's a
Yes.
part of healing and getting help and supported because there are many, and I admire that about you.
Thank you.
It's very important. One may feel discouraged and say, "Oh, I hear you saying people don't want to hear about it." There are people listening, and you never know who life you are saving. If you can save one life, that is what matters.
That's right. Thank you.
You're so welcome. You know, it really touches my heart.
I see.
It really
I
does.
like you. You all right with me
Yes.
because you real, you know. And I mean, you really care. You really care. And I want to touch on um how social media has been therapeutic for me because really, to be honest with you, after I had to bury my children, I should have just got my other two children, grabbed them right then and there, and took my children to therapy. But I'm gonna be honest with you. In my community, the black community, I'm gonna say that a lot of us we weren't raised on like ain't nothing wrong with you. You ain't crazy. Talk to God. Yeah, I talk to God. I talked to God, but I needed to get my children into therapy. They lost both of their siblings. I needed it as well. I found a way, not intentionally though, but I didn't know that, I was healing. I found a way though when I went to social media and I talked about it and I cried on screen every day, all day. People laughed at me. Ooh, why she getting on social media crying? Y'all, I was hurting. I'm hurting now.
It's hurting.
But that was the
And you
way
know
God
what?
had planned.
It doesn't people don't know how it feels until it hit home.
That's right.
You know, uh, people don't get out. Some people don't get out there and advocate. Until it hit home. And I was one. I was that one
I know.
because I never thought that I would lose a child. I never thought that. But now I'm here in this space.
Yes.
Mhm.
And my children are still hurting. They lost their siblings. That's what I'm saying. I can't talk them into going to therapy now. I try though. I really it's my hope that they will go because they need to heal properly. They need to heal. And I worry about that. And
Exactly.
also,
You. Mhm.
okay, excuse me.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Also, I want to say this, y'all. I'm not trying to scare anybody, and Halloween is coming up, which is the main reason that we got on here. We decided to get on here and do this. Rainbow fentanyl is real, y'all. I know a lot of people think that it's a myth, but it's real and it's deceiving. And the children think that it's candy. And so we got to be really, really careful. And like I said, I'm not trying to get on here and terrify anybody, but parents, be mindful of the candy that your children that they get when they go door to door trick or treat. I wouldn't take mine trick or treating if they were still young. I just wouldn't do it because it's a crazy world out here.
Right.
I would suggest you buy the candy and let them sit in the floor and in the den somewhere and eat their candy and have a good time, y'all. It's not safe out here, and people do not care. I'm telling you.
And actually, it's not the point of, really scaring someone. It it is the truth.
It's the truth. It's the
It's the
truth.
truth. Thousands and millions of people are dying behind this deadly drug, and what it can do, how it affects a person. It's horrible. It disables their mental stability. So this is very important for people to be aware of. We have our youth, teenagers going out to these clubs and getting spiked, laced with drinks and everything. You can't just go out and party and have a good time, without being, very. You have to be mindful. Like you said, you have to be mindful. You set your drink down. You have to watch that
Don't
drink.
touch it.
You can't even go back to it.
Don't
You
touch
walk
it.
away, don't go back to it.
That's right.
Don't go back to it, because trust and believe somebody's gonna spike it. And that's what I'm saying. It needs just what you said. Be mindful, but it is truth. It
Yeah.
could be scary, but it is the truth.
Well, I say that because a lot of parents, I deal with a lot of parents that have lost their children. Some people, they like to, some people are still in denial. I'm just going to say that. Oh, you're scaring everybody saying that. Baby, I'm just telling you the truth. One thing I'm going to do is keep it real, okay? And I
Right.
think a lot of y'all know that. I can't do it no other way. If God tell me not to, don't say that, because the Holy Spirit will tell me. Don't say that. It come. I think it be getting ready to come out. Holy Spirit. Don't say that. Or something to happen where I'm not able to say it. But until God tells me not to say that, I'm gonna keep on saying it
Right.
because it's the truth. Be careful, parents, because a lot of parents still don't know how dangerous fentanyl is. A lot of people ain't looking at the news. People don't realize, like when I'm trying to pass out Narcan, why do I need Narcan? Don't nobody here do drugs. Yeah, but you may be at the gas station. People falling out all the time at the gas station. They be
All the
somewhere
time.
behind the building or in the bathroom or outside at the gas pump and pop their pill, and next thing you know, they done passed out. And you got Narcan in your car. You have a chance to save a life. Everybody needs to have Narcan on them. I got plenty of it, and I'm always passing that. I even get on the corners and pass it out. I'm gonna pass that Narcan out. Okay, so
LaChandra Moore. As we talk about Narcan, can you break down and explain, to the viewers what Narcan is
okay,
for?
okay. Narcan is an opioid blocker. I'm sorry, I was just gonna get one so I can show it to him. Let me
Hmm.
grab the box. Oh, I didn't even think. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, I passed out Narcan, fentanyl testing strips, and now I have condoms too because the uh
That's
HIV
good.
rate in Shelby County, the county that I'm from, born and raised, is very high. So anyway, this is Narcan right here, y'all.
Mhm.
This is what I posted on social media a lot too. This is Narcan. If someone, let me open it up so y'all can see it. It looks like nasal spray. If someone is overdosing and you get to them in time with this Narcan, and it's just like this, and you put it in the nostril, spray it in there. If they don't wake up from you spraying it in that first nostril, get the other one and hit them with the other one.
Mhm.
If you get there
And
in time. But Narcan is an opioid blocker. It makes them wake up from opioids. I was finna say fentanyl, but opioids.
yeah, that is
Yeah,
something good to have on. That is something good to have in your possession, because you
everybody needs to
never know, you may
have
have to save a
this.
life.
You never know the life you
The
may
epidemic
save.
of fentanyl is all over. It's national. It's nationwide. So that is something good to have. like people carry guns. You can carry a product that would save a life.
Everybody needs to have this, okay?
That is
So when
so.
y'all see me out on the corner passing it out, take some Narcan. Don't ask me why am I what you need with it, because everybody needs it.
And where could it be purchased from?
Oh my goodness. Walmart has it. This is free. The health department will give it to you free as well, but different drugstores they have it. Walmart in the pharmacy part, they have it for like I think I saw $44 on there, and they should be giving it out for free if you ask me.
Okay. Thank you for
Yeah.
that. That's very informative.
Excuse me.
I said thank you for the information. It was very informative.
Thank you.
Yes.
And you know what? I was just thinking. I think I might have said that wrong because I don't want to confuse them. The Narcan reverses. It reverses the effect of the opioids. I don't want y'all to just think you can. Yeah, I think I said a blocker.
You said a blocker.
It reverses the effect.
Okay,
Sometimes
so
they
it
take a
reverses
long
the
time, but I
effect.
want. Excuse me.
It reverses the effect, which
If
means it brings them back to
exactly,
unconscious
if you catch them in time,
if you get there in time.
if you do it in time, and I don't
Mhm.
even really know the window. I'm gonna have to find out, but I would think probably about I would say about 5 minutes, but I ain't don't even quote me on it. I'm gonna find out for sure, okay? Because I need to know that.
Yes, that's very important. And then, people can look it up as well.
Exactly. They can look it
The
up.
most important thing is to get the product and keep the product
That's
with
right.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody needs to have this, y'all.
Yeah.
Please. Especially if you get somebody in your family that's doing drugs. I know a lot of us know that our family's doing drugs, and if I had Narcan, if I had Narcan in the house when I walked in and found my daughter when I got out of work, maybe I could have saved her life, y'all. I didn't even know to have Narcan, and that's why I stress it so much.
Right.
That's why I stress this so much. I did not have any Narcan in my house. Things could have gone different. And you know that as a mother, I'm gonna, I want to blame myself and figure out, what more could I have done?
Yeah. And at the end of the day, like I know the feeling and the pain of just knowing that there was a solution, a product that could have saved my daughter's life. And I just couldn't do it. And then to find out about it now, but you are here to help save another life in
That's
honor, of your beautiful daughter resting in peace. And don't beat yourself up. Just pray through it as we grow through it.
and that's why I can't stop.
You'll be all right.
That's why I can't stop. I can't stop talking about it, and I get discouraged. I get discouraged,
Oh yeah,
and I
definitely,
want to stop, but I think about my babies. I can't do
definitely,
it.
because you don't want others to endure this pain.
I don't. It. Oh my God, it hurts. It
It
hurts
hurts.
bad.
It
Y'all
hurts so.
losing a child, the pain is like no other. Anybody out there that's watching, if you've ever had to bury one of your children, the pain is like no other.
It's like no other. It is
Burying
like no
somebody at
other.
your birth.
And yes, and I know how it could be. I know how it could be. I have someone, very, 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 very close to me who struggles with an addiction. And so I'm in your shoes with you and I walk with you and I stand by you, on your awareness against this deadly drug because it does not discriminate. Trust and believe it does not discriminate. It's happening all over, widespread. This drug is a epidemic, and you know, um, when we talk about our legislators and politicians, I believe they need to put, not believe, actually they do need to put more in place to prevent this drug from being so severely widespread throughout our nation.
Yes.
Because it's affecting our communities, um, and it's affecting communities mainly, in poverty. People in our communities are already suffering from poverty. You know,
Yes.
they turn to drugs, prostitution, um, gang banging, and this is another way to kill off, our offspring. So we have to be very mindful, when we talk about voting for our legislators and politicians. Our voice needs to matter at the same time.
I just suggest that everybody goes and vote. I don't like to get into the politics when I'm talking about my awareness because I get angry. So I
Yeah,
try not
you
to. I
be
try to
angry.
stay away from that. I just suggest that everybody that can vote go and vote.
Go and
Okay,
vote.
let your
We
voice
suggest
be
go and
heard
vote. Hmm.
because yeah, I just go vote. Okay, because I don't really like to get into that. I really don't. But you know,
Yeah, and
I
most
respect
people,
everything you
most
say.
yeah, most people don't because they feel like what is it gonna do? I feel that way. Like, what is
Well,
it gonna do? Because everybody say, you know, from what I have seen, they all say, the same thing, but it's very important, to vote, and we're not discouraging anyone from voting, but
yeah,
we just talk about the impact of this deadly drug, and something needs to be done.
something
You
needs
know,
to be done.
it needs to be done the way it's flowing through, the community. So the best thing that we can do is raise awareness and to let, our family and loved ones and our community know how to prevent, you know, this from being a victim of this deadly drug.
I want to say something else too. Um, fentanyl. A lot of people they always think like it's a white person drug, it's a green person drug, it's a
Oh
yellow
yeah,
person drug.
they do that.
Fentanyl affects everybody. It does not discriminate. But I do want you to know this. Fentanyl is hitting the black community hard.
Yes,
Y'all go look at the statistics.
yes.
It's hitting our communities hard. So it ain't no certain color of who drug deals. It don't discriminate. Everybody using it. But while people think, oh, black people ain't doing it. Yes, we are. And I say we because I'm black. Okay.
Mm,
Yes, we are. It's hitting our communities bad. And I feel like I should be able to speak about it. I want my people to listen.
exactly.
Y'all come on. We gotta do something about this. And like I went to the Lost Voices of Fentanyl rally. Love the rally. Love the rally, and some people may get upset because I'm saying this, but I like to keep it real. I didn't count I didn't see 15 African American families out there, and it was a lot of people out there. And I think that's a shame.
Mm,
But and that doesn't mean just because we weren't there don't mean it's not happening. We're ashamed to talk about it. And just like you said, we're afraid of being judged. I
mm-hmm.
didn't think about it once when I got on social media. I didn't think about it. I got right on here and was talking about what happened to my children, and I started raising awareness. And I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I'm going to continue to do it. And I'm gonna
Exactly.
talk to the legislators. I'm gonna talk to the Republicans. I'm gonna talk to the Democrats. I'm gonna talk to everybody because I wants to know what's going on. What are we doing? And as far as I'm going on politics, but anyway,
With that part right there. Yes.
so it don't really matter to me who gonna do what. Let's go. People are dying.
who's going to do what? But that's what we want to encourage our people and our children and anybody to be very mindful of what you are intaking into your system when you're smoking marijuana. You know, be careful who you're smoking behind. People are lacing this drug with
They don't believe that, Regina.
their joints and the marijuana, lacing it in their drinks and stuff. So you can't even really drink behind and smoke behind other people. So I suggest you don't do it at all, you know, just if you want to live, because it is out there. And I encourage you, LaChandra Moore, you know, I admire you for what, you know, for what you do. And what can you, as being a mom that lost her kids to this deadly drug and persevering through life, can you share with us? Because there are moms really here who are giving up hope, who have lost their children to gun violence, drugs, and other crimes, who have given up hope, who have committed suicide because they couldn't persevere, who moms, you know, parents who lost their identity, lost their inner divinity, lost everything in them, and had just strictly given up hope. And we want, I will like to encourage parents who are giving up hope not to give up hope. So can you share with us what you do to stay above the water? Because this is so very important,
Yeah.
because we still have family and children and loved ones that still remain, who still rely on us. Can you encourage parents?
Yes, I can. I'm just gonna share with y'all what I do. I keep praying and asking God to help me because y'all, it's a struggle to get out the bed in the morning. God picks me up and carry me on His back every day. I'm always doing something. I try to stay busy, raising awareness. Doing my TikTok shop, doing this, doing that, but not too much because sometimes I be going and going and going, and my body shuts down and I go to sleep. Okay, but don't give up on your children. Don't give up.
Mm.
Get out here and do something meaningful. This is what helped me when I started raising awareness. Now, remember, I didn't have any intentions on doing this, but it has been therapeutic for me because I got to live too. I have two other children here, my mother, my family. I love my family. I don't want to, go crazy, grieving, and, they have to take care of me or have to bury me or something. Get up and do something meaningful, parents. Make yourself happy because that's what I do. I don't want to look like what I've been through. I don't want people to see me. Oh, that's so and so, so and so. That's that lady that lost her children. And oh, I feel so sorry for her. No, you don't have to feel sorry for me, baby. Hey,
Yeah,
jump on the bandwagon and help me raise awareness so we can prevent these deaths. Let's do something about it.
yeah,
That's what I like to do. And I suggest that everybody get up and do something meaningful.
right.
Seriously. I have a
Exactly.
homegirl. I have a homegirl that lost her son to gun violence last year. She's hurting bad. And I feel her pain. I feel her pain. And I told her to start going to events with gun violence events. You know, going network with people and try to get something done. I spoke with her yesterday. To me, it sounds like she's in a better place. She's
Mm.
still hurting, but she likes to get out and go to those events. She's meeting people that are going through the same thing that she's going through. Some people's stories are even worse than hers. We
Yes.
always feel like we got the worst situation going on, and here we are hearing some at that store and we feeling sorry for them. Oh my God. But she's meeting people, and sometimes it helps parents to talk to people, like-minded people, people that understand you. Because during this grief process, people are gonna think you're crazy.
Exactly. And you can also
But
die
you
of a
need to
broken
stop
heart.
grieving. It's been long enough, you know?
Right. And you can also die of a broken heart.
Yes.
To each his own, because um, what I would like to say about that process of, trying to heal and try to, to try and stay above the water. For some people, um, they don't have that in them to, like, as we do, that strength to go out and advocate and, raise awareness and, advocate.
Mhm.
And some people don't have that strength. Um, some people like to do different things, and I suggest, that is something that if you are a parent and you feel you don't want to, you wouldn't want to be out there advocating and being in the space that we are in with other advocates. I suggest that you do things like, you know, just window shop, go out shop, just stay busy, listen to music, read books, go to a library, just maneuver around, but don't sit in one spot. Because if you sit in that one spot, in that one space, just and you seclude yourself from the world, you deactivated your mindset, your life. You're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. And so just I suggest that you just stay busy in other areas. Because everybody just not gonna, after they lose a child or a loved one, is gonna get up and go out there. And I agree with. I'm not saying that I don't agree with you, but I agree with you advocating.
I
It's a
like how you worded that. You're right. Stay
yeah.
busy, listen to music. That's a good idea. Walk to my. I do all that.
Well,
I
yeah,
do all that.
exercise. Yeah. So it's to each, everybody like to do their own thing. But I suggest, for there's other, methods to stay above the water. But we do care a lot about, parents who have lost their child, their children, and everyone who have lost a loved one. Repairing, you need to be in a space of, peace and love. You know, um, being around a lot of negativity and stuff is not helpful. So when we out there advocating, you have to have that heart, of gold and love, because we are God. It's placing His people in our hands. So we need to love on these people and help bring them out of their pain. You know, as God will. Yes.
Perfect
I
advice.
thank God for the strength, and I admire your strength.
I admire your strength. That
Oh,
was perfect.
oh,
I do, cause I mean, and I get it. I get it. I get it. It's
yes,
hard. It's hard, but it's something that we have to do.
yeah, and women empower women. As I see you, letting people know, hey, if you don't want to hear it, not, I'm like, I'm going to stand behind my angel mom. I'm going to stand behind my angel mom.
That's
And
right.
yes, so thank you so much, LaChandra Moore, for being here with me again to raise awareness against this deadly drug, fentanyl, and uh, for your children, may they rest in peace and perfect peace. Our children,
Yes,
to
actually.
yes, and before we go, I would like for you to talk about your website, your brand, and what you're
Okay.
doing now.
Um, like I told y'all before, my brand is One More Kiss. I created One More Kiss in honor of anybody that has lost a loved one. Uh, it touches my heart because I don't even know. Well, I know God gave me this vision. This is what I'm trying to say. God gave me this vision. Like I never would have thought of anything like that. But God gave me this vision to create this brand, One More Kiss. Um, like I said, I started raising awareness about fentanyl. So I have shirts on there. Uh that I where I talk about fentanyl. I have my definition tee. I have this my first design that I ever created, y'all. I didn't know nothing about
Beautiful.
creating t-shirts. I did not know anything. And I'm telling you, I have come a long way. But my brand, y'all, it's doing good. I would like for it to be better, but it's okay in God's timing. I'm not complaining. It's not going anywhere. If y'all ever, if anybody out there has lost a loved one, check out my website, the number one, morekids.com. And I have a variety of items on there. And I'm sure it's something on there that you will love. Just check it out. I know y'all probably think, what is that? It don't sound like what it is though. And a lot of people associate my brand with fentanyl. It's just not about fentanyl, y'all. Check it out. Support it.
Yes, yes,
I
and
want
I
you to do
love.
it if you want to. I don't want to force you to do it. I only want you to buy something from me if God put it on your heart to. Okay, I just say that. But I have nice items on there, y'all, and I do printing work. I do custom orders. I do a lot of things when it comes to the printing. T-shirts, tumblers. Um, y'all know I do the TikTok shop. I
Yes,
sell those clothes. I'm just putting myself out there, y'all. So I'm staying busy. I have
yes,
to keep my
yes,
sanity.
yes,
And plus I'm trying to keep my blood pressure down.
yes. Thank you for that. Thank you.
That's the truth. Hey, I
That's
make
the
pajama
truth.
socks. This my craft room right here,
Got to keep
y'all.
that blood pressure down. Yeah, because
Yes. I just
this life ain't no joke.
it's not, y'all. And if I see something that I want to make, I'm gonna try to make it. And I ain't gonna be satisfied until I get it right. But
Exactly.
I never did any of this before my children passed. All of this, I started doing it after my children passed. I never would have gotten into this life right here, but y'all, it is so peaceful for me. I feel like a little old lady. I always want to craft, y'all, but I'm just saying that's how we used to think. The old people always crafted, baby. They young crafting.
Yes. And you
So
know what, LaChandra Moore, um, as speaking about your brand and um, the way you embody, your brand is so phenomenal. And what I would like to say about it, when I first heard of it, and when you introduced your brand to me, I was like, if I can just have one more kiss. I suggest you angel moms get this, support
let I should
LaChandra
have
Moore,
told them that.
support
Let me
this
let
brand.
me tell them. Let me
One
tell
more
them.
kiss. If you could just
Let me tell them
kiss
because
my
I
kids
don't
one
know
more
how
time.
did I not think of that. Okay, so y'all, what I was thinking when I wrote one more kiss down. I know I got a definition shirt that says when we lose someone we love, we must learn not to live without them, but to live with the love they left behind. But in my mind, because this was gonna be my definition right here. If I
Mhm.
could have just one more walk, one more talk, one more laugh, one more hug, one more smile, one more disagreement, share one more cup of coffee
Mm.
with my loved one, with my children, just
You just
one
think about
last
all
time,
the memories you can have one more time,
just one
just
more
one
kiss.
more.
And that's what
That's
it
so
means,
powerful.
y'all.
That's what it means. And that brand needs to be on the market, needs to be sky high out there, like a rocket
That's
ship
because people
flying.
don't
Like,
realize what
and
it
your
means.
parents need to buy that. I love it. I love it. For the shirt that I bought from you, um, I have to purchase another one. I just love it because I think of my kids, you know, every day if I can just have one more touch, one more hug, one more kiss. And I suggest you angel moms and angel parents connect with LaChandra Moore, buy a t-shirt, think of your children, support what she do, and just think of how if you can have one more kiss to keep our spirit going with our children. So thank you so much, LaChandra Moore, for being here with me again in the Regina Queen Show to raise awareness again against this deadly drug that is an epidemic, and it is taking out our people expeditiously. So we would like to raise awareness to let you guys know to please, please, if you know anyone who is encountering, or if you are that someone that is encountering this deadly drug, please reach out and get some help, and just know there's a better tomorrow.
Yes.
We're gonna
Praise God.
sign off now. We love you all. Be safe out there. Don't forget to check your kids' Halloween baskets.
Check the candy.
Check the candy because it is floating around. It does fentanyl does not discriminate.
That's right.
Many blessings to you, LaChandra Moore. And before we go, I would like to say to everyone who lost a loved one to gun violence, drug abuse, to stay strong, and may your family and loved ones rest in peace.
Yes.
We love you all.
Yes, we love you.
Don't give up hope.